Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Republican. I'm here giving you my thoughts and feelings on this relatively new action martial arts game called Sifu. It's developed by a company by the name of Slowclap. They are a French-based developer, probably most well known for making Absolver, another martial arts game that is multiplayer only. It was pretty much like Destiny, but for martial arts. It was pretty cool. For whatever reason, I was super interested leading up to release, but it didn't seem to really grab me when it came out. And that seemed to be the feeling that I got from a lot of my friends that tried it out too. Nonetheless, really cool, touching on a genre that really hasn't been even seemingly thought about by a AAA company since maybe like Jade Empire. This game was very much the exact opposite for me. I was not interested in Sifu when it was initially announced for PS5, on which it's a console exclusive. But I saw it was out, I gave it a download, and as you can tell from that little checklist on the left, I've only got one boss left. I adore this game. It is very well made. It is clear that the developers have a real passion for well-developed, tight combat systems. This is a game where every one of the moves that you're going to be picking up over the course of playing this is going to mean something. So without further ado, I'm going to do a walkthrough of the first level. I'll probably do two playthroughs, one with the shortcut and one with the primary pathway forward. I'll start with that. As we start, this is technically the second level. It's not the intro, which I don't want to show for spoiler reasons.
They've blocked the entrance to the warehouse. Need to find another way inside.
I know that not knowing what the intro was definitely
nothing here for you.
Was a good thing for me. Let's take these guys. So we've got light and heavy attacks. Heavy attacks are mostly kicks, but they can be hand strikes. There are a number of different combinations. You can push combos,
Get the better of you?
sweeps, and such that you can use to sort of maneuver your enemies around the battlefield, I guess, to your advantage. I don't have every move unlocked right now, but I have quite a few of them, so
You look in the
my run through this level might not look exactly like yours.
Stay
I have
there.
access to so much more. When you are fighting, you have light and the heavy attack. You also have three defensive options. You get a block, you have a parry, which is a time block when they hit you, a sidestep, right, in any direction, and then you also have weaving, which is holding the block button and moving the left stick in any direction. All of those are useful for different reasons. There will be times where blocking is ineffective against a certain type of move, so you'll have to dodge it. Weave from it. Other times where weaving doesn't move, you'll have to sidestep.
Hey, you!
And that works in all directions for all three of those.
I pity you.
Every now and then you will get these magnifying glass indicators.
I can make it.
They're just the
need to
game's
run
way
it.
of sort of guiding you to where you need to go and what you need to do
Came to the wrong place,
without
pal.
having a really obnoxious pop-up, even though those pop-ups still kind of do show up. I'm gonna focus on
Put that
fighting
down.
right now. Ooh. So executing these takedowns is basically a very easy way to get health back.
Open it! Open up! Check this fucking clown out. Help you with something?
Leave these people alone.
Oh, we got ourselves a real-life white knight here. Let's relieve him of the contents of his pockets.
On occasion, these hallway sections will have this 2D camera. It's not very often, and usually it's to illustrate a narrative point. So like here, it's just sort of an illustration of, you know, this place is really filled with these thugs, and then there are a few other times where it's used to communicate a thematic message, but it's not super prevalent.
Talk once we wrap this up. Fat fuck. Hey!
Go to sleep. Bye-bye. Oh wow, my score's already 1,000. That's pretty high. At least some of the highest I've gotten while I'm at this part of the level.
No freaking way!
You know what? So around the level, as you probably noticed, I could pick up several weapons, like bottles, and I had the pipe bat earlier. And also, get this broom. The only thing I haven't seen so far is the knife,
Our place.
which I don't think even shows up in this level. Oh,
Fight me!
I wondered if I would get to see one of these. So, on occasion, there will be enemies that can counter your finishers, and they get sort of a power buff. They get healed from doing that. From what I can tell, I think it's RNG. Although when I first started playing, it seemed like
Regrets now?
it was based on the NPC that killed you last. I don't think that's necessarily the case anymore. But basically what happens is they get stronger, but when you kill them or knock them out, you get to reduce your death counter by 1. I currently have a death counter of 0. I might get killed here. No. Okay. So if I had a 1 near that skull in the left-hand corner, that would have gone down to 0. So it can be a blessing and a curse. I'm going to ignore that for now. See, I don't have to do the magnifying glass. It doesn't tell you anything really important a lot of the time. Okay, so this is a shrine. And these are basically, they're not quite checkpoints. They're upgrade stations. As you can see, there are 3 sets of upgrades right here. And each one of these sections is governed by a different resource in-game. The middle is your score, right? So that's the red number that shows up whenever I'm fighting a group of bad guys. That is, as far as I'm able to tell, each enemy has a certain point value inherent to them. That number can be multiplied based on how well you do in a fight. So that's what the times 1, times 2, times 5 multiplier has been on the screen. It only affects the score. It does not affect your experience. As you can tell, they're different values. Score as a resource is only specific to a level. So what that means is as I'm playing the squats, I'll earn points for the score on the squats. And when I finish the squats, if I haven't spent those, then they will not be available to me when I get to the next level. That is not the case for XP. I can hold on to my XP from level 1, and if by some fluke or bug I get to level 5 and haven't gained any XP, I will still have 1280 XP on that run. Once I quit a level, it will go away, as will these age bonuses. But these, the age and the XP, are the only ones that you have the resource to unlock level to level. These upgrades are not permanent. They will go away when you quit the game, or when you hit 70 and die. That's sort of the roguelite element. Instead of having to restart the whole game, you'll restart the level at the lowest age you've been in that level at, just with no upgrades. Permanent upgrades are over here, right? So these purple ones, these purple grayed out ones, are moves that I've unlocked permanently, right? So I have quite a few here, and they're all useful. These black ones are ones I can unlock. If you notice, it says 1250 to unlock. That only means for this run. So if I unlock it and I quit the game, or if my lives are depleted, as indicated by these golden circles, then I will lose that move, unless I pay the XP to unlock it permanently. So I'll unlock this temporarily. I don't have enough XP yet to pay the next 6,000 or so. But that also means that I lose resources for unlocking the XP shrine upgrades. So I'm going to do the structure regain. Okay, man.
Look what we have. Only a fool.
Environmental positioning is important. So I can get knocked off of this ledge just like they can.
Not so tough after all.
So it's important, unless you want to shove someone off of the ledge, just stay away from it. Especially if you're not confident that you can
Another jump
pull it
here.
off without getting thrown after
I
someone.
can make it.
Shame I'll have to throw you back through.
I'm gonna be a little bit cheesy here. So this is the tutorial version of this enemy type. So he's kind of harder than all the other sumo big boys. Like, you can't really sweep his legs, so I'm just gonna use these environmental stuff, which is an unlock that I have. Do that. Kick the stuff in his face. Ooh, I can use this. Excuse me, sir. So when you take enemies unaware like that, they are far easier to knock into the takedown state.
Come on, speed this up.
I'll show it again here if I
I
can
don't
pull
want to
it
be late
off.
for the club. I plan to win big tonight.
Watch, I'll hit her
Who in the
once.
fuck? Stop this motherfucker.
Wasn't ready, so I can just take her out. Oh, I need to get out of this situation because I am surrounded.
Nerves get the better of you?
Ooh. Perfect example. I was pretty much cornered. Someone never really busted. Here we go.
That's it. Get up. Your time is up now. Drop your weapon.
There we go. There's the death counter in action. Now, Sifu is very much a game about risk and reward. I can go into this door and fight two pretty tough guys if I want the XP in the shrine, but I don't have to.
I'm only here for the work.
And I'm going to.
No freaking way.
There are no straight up damage boosts in this game, so even coming here with
I pity you.
well, there's one. Even coming here with all the upgrades I do have, like movesets that I do have, I'm not necessarily doing all that much more damage. The main damage ability in here, well, there's weapon bonuses, but the parry impact will definitely enable you to do takedowns on enemies far quicker. I actually never noticed that radio speaking before now. It's actually my first time playing with headphones.
Almost there. Need to get through that door.
Come on, quicker. We have a city to deliver to. Boss wants everything shipped out of here today. Move it! Move it!
The sound design in this game is really fantastic. I mean, the thunk, ugh, the cracks on the bones too. It's really good.
You're sure about that, Kung Fu? Honestly, it amazes me how long you've lasted in this fucking job.
Oh, I missed my stuff. Oh, maybe not.
Hey, this is private property.
You didn't notice me. Nuh-uh. Nope, 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 nope. Damn it.
That can't be fun.
There we go.
Holy shit!
Yes, you can switch targets in the middle of a combo if you're being flanked.
Any regrets now?
Little neat thing. If I had had the fight out here, all of these stands would have been destroyed. Cool thing about that is I would have been able to pick up new weapons.
Boss said nobody gets through. George stays alone. Fuck!
So you can interrupt all these dialogues just by straight up attacking. It will make it pretty much immediate to get the takedown status on anybody that isn't ready for you to hit them. I mean, this is only the first mission, so it's not terribly hard anyway. That's that. Focus is also important to have, so I'll grab that. I'm just kind of grabbing random upgrades at the shrines because I don't really... This isn't going to be a run I continue. But most of that stuff is pretty useful, except for, honestly, the regen increase on the takedowns and the structure max increase. I don't find particularly useful. That could just be me, though. My playstyle. Come on, Fajar. Okay, actually, I said that as he's kicking me twice in the face. Other than backhand. I actually forgot I had the directional throw. Or the reposition throw. So just got it. I'm about to die. We'll do this. Try the duck strike. I've been using its Y button counterpart. It's heavy version for a while. Hi, I like that. Seems like the crouching strike actually does break his guard pretty okay. I know I'm using kind of limited moves on this guy right now. The bosses are pretty blocky in general, which makes them kind of a pain to fight sometimes. Chasing strikes. That's what that combo's called anyway. The blocking doesn't work right now. I'm gonna spam stick. It is completely possible to beat this with 0 deaths, or this boss. Just kind of slow today.
I have spent 8 long years preparing for this.
Gosh, this game is pretty. Cel-shaded, sort of abstract art style. You just upgrade to this tree when you're in this base. I mean, I don't spend much time in here because mostly just trying to play the levels. There's also this training area. You can set them to passive or aggressive. You don't really get anything out of this besides practice. But it can be cool to get warmed up or do some improvements. If you're having trouble with a boss fight, or you're just rusty, so that's like the bamboo shoot, it's just a different model. Here's the knife. Finish training. Up to get out of it without getting punched first off. So. Alright, so we'll do a second run of that level. And I can go over the board when it's relevant. Because it will be. And I'll actually try to do it very quickly this time. No stops. Only goes. Oh, maybe one stop.
Get lost. I warned you, asshole. Oh, man.
Alright, so while you're playing through the level, you're going to discover things in the game, including keys and access points. Those will typically be located in this board section. Please ignore everything outside of here. This is the first level. Enemies you encounter will give you like character names and lore tidbits on sort of motivations and what each one of these bosses is about. It will also give you notes on shortcuts. So this told me, hey, there might be a shortcut here. Keep an eye out for a key. And I ended up finding the key. And I can do this. Those were on 2 separate runs that happened, so it was a pretty neat experience to be learning about the map rather than just the move and the moveset all at the same time. Sort of separate progression.
I pity you.
And that map progression is persistent between runs, so you will not lose that. if you end up getting a game over. It's blocking all my those. Oh, buddy. I'll keep this bat. We'll do this. We'll try to hold on to the bat as much as possible.
You looking to score something?
So as you've noticed, by the time I've reached this section the other way, I've had like, what, 4 or 5 times the experience as I'm fighting so many more enemies. But I'm limiting the risk of my death. Giving me more lives as a resource. I mean, just remember how long it took me to get here in the first place. I can still do stealth takedowns. Stealthier takedowns, I should say. I don't lose that opportunity by taking a shortcut.
Alright, let's go.
Bats and other weapons generally break structure and health very quickly, so you can pretty reliably trigger takedowns with them.
No freaking way!
He's gonna get the power up. That's up.
Drop your weapon.
Go.
Boss,
I'll entertain the dialogue this time.
George stays alone.
He's expecting me.
I don't think so. Only the long-haired guy visits him.
What are you doing, fool?
Perfect parry. And I use the environment with the bag. Like that, we're right outside the boss fight. Trying to take a little bit of a different tack to it this time, though. And we actually will skip this. Fajar is definitely the most acrobatic out of the bosses, I think. I mean, I feel like. back and forth, but... So that backhand is actually gonna... When it hits, it gives me a stun window. Oof. How much XP do I have? What can I grab that might be helpful? That wouldn't be helpful right now. Neither would that. Nothing. Skip this. So, I know I could grab the other one, but I feel like these ones from the stands might have slightly more health. They might not, though. So, I have higher weapon durability, which means that I'll be able to use this one for longer. Which hopefully means, if you look at his structure, it's actually going up super high, really quick. Which means I should be able to finish him before he's at half health. Never mind, he's actually under half health. Go. I chose to kill him both times, but you don't have to. You can break his structure with parries twice, and that will result in a prompt to spare him and any other target. So there are multiple endings. That's just a lot harder and requires certain upgrades in order to do very well, or do it in a way that I feel like is satisfying. But that's been Sifu. Thank you for watching. Please share your thoughts. Is this a game that you'd be interested in playing? I think more people would be interested in this than I think would like this than I think would initially be interested, if that makes any sense. Well, thanks for watching.